edge of my seat waiting for that one to get going.
Here is Newell attacking the rim, going straight out. DJ Newell straight down the line.
Well, you wanted to see a good start, and that's a lot of aggressiveness, not sitting on their heels. This is a Taipan team that is responsible for 2 of the 3 lowest scores the Breakers have put up this season.
That is right. Now the Breakers to 73 and 71 points. And while the for and against is almost similar at 79.8 on average, they're middle of the pack when it comes to defensive efficiency though. So we're just looking to get their rebounding on key because they are a rebounding team that struggles on the defensive glass. And this is the best rebounding team on the offensive glass in the New Zealand Breakers as Mika Makoni gets the score.
Aggressive moves offensively from every Breaker who's touching the basketball. They're looking to score, they're not looking to make the extra basket.
Dig up high with Alton. He's been on fire of late. Jared Weeks turns the corner, pulls up, front of the rim, tracked down by McCarron.
2 possessions, 2 offensive rebounds, 4. The Taipans early.
That'll give Aaron Fern a lot of heart as Egwu can't get that, and Mika Makoni throws it out. They get another possession at the end, and Cam Glidden has the ball. Cam Glidden torched the Breakers in New Zealand last season. Jared Weeks goes out Rob Lowe. You can understand Cairns Taipans will be very happy with the start they've enjoyed. It's been a good part of the last minute down here.
Well, doing well, except for conversion. Haven't been able to get a bucket yet. Spent all the time down here. The Breakers striking quickly. There we see a nice drive by Weeks, right into the hip of Rob Lowe. Just taking it right to his body, forcing the issue, and his way to the free throw line.
Newell, now high. A little bit of patience. Corner 3 on the way from Sosa.
That's just good vision by DJ Newell there. He came off that screen. The defense sagging too deep off Sosa in the corner. No hesitation. This is an aggressive offensive unit for the Breakers.
Egwu on the block. Cam Glidden gets the reverse. Sneaky on the baseline.
Got to be aware of him all times. So concerned about him shooting in this gym. He always gets hot from behind the 3-point line. But that time, a smart cut led to the easy basket.
Newell, corner 3 again to Sosa. Sosa, back-to-back threes, 10 points the lead.
Breakers 4 for 4 from the field, on fire.
Alton, over Newell. Low with the forward. The outlet to Sosa. Cairns hustling back. Makoni though.
This is one-way traffic. The Breakers are locked in offensively, taking advantage of breaks and great floor spaces to score their buckets.
They've given Paul Henare the start he demanded. 3 of the last 4 games have been losses against Adelaide. The win against the Sydney Kings in Sydney. It's Mika Makoni with another rebound.
A little lazy with the pass, but still works out.
Lowe gets it back. Deep 3!
Man, he was never not going to shoot that one. That was going up all the way.
From Glidden. Here's Abercrombie. 3-ball.
Season long to come out this quickly, this aggressively against a team that has, for the most part this year, completely shut them down.
It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon outside in Auckland City, but the Breakers have shook it up inside. They have done exactly what they wanted to do at the beginning of this game.
There's some talk about having to turn off the AC because of condensation coming down on the floor. They're gonna have to turn it on pretty quickly because the breakers are getting hot.
Guys have got to set screens and then use the on-ball screen and then make the passing decision out of there. It's just a bowl of bullshit out here right now. And down there defensively, I mean, they run the same play 2 times in a row. We don't close out hard. Got to play a little bit higher up in the passing lane. He's sitting there, they go on ball. Sit more in line of the pass. Don't sit down here in the lane, sit higher. All right? Okay.
You see that great look by DJ Newble, the one-handed pass. Do it once, why not do it again? Twice is always nice. And then on the break, players, Thomas Abercrombie got the 3. Looked like his foot might have been on the line.
I had a look.
Oh, you saw
It looked like I know what you mean. Toe wasn't on the line.
So, okay.
I had the angle.
Well, the rest called to the 3. That's all that really matters. But even with your, I don't know if I trust your eyes from this far away on the court anymore, Molson.
Oh, wow.
Great vision, but you're shifty.
My eyes are not shifting. Back underway, 15-4. Breakers lead. Nearly 4 minutes gone in the game.
Breakers dropping back into his zone, changing it up.
That has been working for them. Abercrombie goes right up with that. Sosa looks to push it. Mikabakona's running hard. Bakona with a face-up on Igloo. Got him on the sweep through to Nana Igloo. Breakers ball.
He's been so valuable against the Breakers this year with his interior defense and scoring. Taipan's also switching it up to his own. They saw too much of that man-to-man offense early.
Sosa, all away, but it's Newble with the ball.
Push off the Breakers, missed to get the offensive rebound.
Sosa, nice ball movement. Low leads it short. Couldn't hustle back to get it. Was tracking back on deep. Glidden, all the time in the world, bangs that down. Cam Glidden is just so deadly when he's open.
Loves this gym, loves to play out those wings out here, and his teammates are looking for him. Shooting the ball with a lot of confidence on that stroke there.
Scoochie Smith about to check in the game, and Abercrombie's hit by Mitch McCarron. And Aaron Fern felt might have been a kick out there from Abercrombie to draw the contact. Scoochie Smith, benched recently. It's Jared Weeks got the start. And Scoochie Smith responded in the win over Brisbane when they really leaned heavily on the starters, did Aaron Fern against Taipans. No one played less than 29 minutes of the starters. Scoochie Smith, though, with the bright light, 10 minutes, 13 points, 5 and 6. Now all 3 with threes.
And you wonder how that minutes load is going to translate here to the second game of the week. It's just a few days load. If they have to play that game while they're backing up, are they going to be able to play that same amount of minutes with that same few number of guys? Or are going to have to stretch a little bit deeper into the bench?
Abercrombie nails all 3 free throws. Glidden. Bakona right out on him. Igloo just above it. Just missed it as well. Front of the rim, and it's Bakona with another ball.
We haven't seen any Alex Loughton from the Taipans yet. Haven't really been making any attempt to get him involved on that end of the court. The running hook we saw very early in the action.
Igloo sits down with Jerry Evans Jr. in the game. Tim Delaney now out there for Bakona. No good Kenny. Well, the Breakers, Shea Ely is next off the rank. There's Loughton, straight on to Scoochie Smith. Just did a great job holding off Sosa for that rebound.
Sosa just got pinned too far underneath the backboard to have anything to do with that, but he's back the other way already.
Abercrombie fouled by Mountain. Fell a little bit awkwardly. Mountain is a little bit upset about that call.
Nobody from the Orange Army over there thinks that the foul occurred. Thomas Abercrombie looked like he just kind of paused in midair on that one. A bit more, too much contact underneath. Great push by Sosa and the Breakers on a make. To come back on a make and get yourself a fast break layup. Well done. Abercrombie still perfect from the line. Already up to 7 points. It's just 6 minutes action.
Speaking of perfect from the line, Cam Glidden, 31 of 31 on the season. Abercrombie, this is the back end of that. That's Glidden with got a hold on Abercrombie. Mitch McCarron the key. There is Kirk Penny.
Mitch McCarron looking for the seal underneath the hoop. Not expecting closely enough, but Taipans had a lot of action away from the basketball. Guys looking for that seal. Just haven't been looking to get the pass in.
7 points for Abercrombie. On the bench as McCarron goes to the corner three. Drops that down, does Mitch McCarron.
Ball movement, swinging that ball quickly from corner to corner. Everybody touching it on the perimeter and getting yourself an open look.
Lost possession on that one. Cairns fighting back here. They've closed the gap to 7. Jerry Evans gives it up to Glidden. Left hand, right hand finish. He just comes in and bosses that board, but it's stripped away. Here's Glidden. Straight into Shea Ely. No whistle. Tipped away. It's Jerry Evans Jr. with the ball. McCarron loses that. Rob Lowe has it. DJ Newman will settle it all down perhaps.
All the hustle, but none of the luck for the Taipans.
Oh no.
What is going on?
What is going on? This game is separated. Aaron Byrne is walking back to the bench.
Gucci Smith to slow it down. It's getting under control. It's mayhem out there.
6 to shoot. Smith to the cup. Gucci Smith, that's nice. Lulled everyone into a false sense of security.
There was a false sense of security for sure. Everybody stopped playing defense. Gucci Smith took that little hop step, got right to the rim.
Alex Preacher, bench for the start, is about to check in, as is Damon Hyatt. Low, reverse, no good. Evans Jr. has it. Cairns looking to close this gap. Rob Lowe gets him, and that is probably part of the problem that Paul Hennaday has seen enough of. Not protecting the paint, taking fouls. Rob Lowe sits down with 2 now as Nick Nakona comes into the game as well for Finn Delaney. And that's why thoughts that Raheem
Rumors.
Christmas. Rumors? Well, they can neither confirm nor deny to the Breakers. They don't want to comment on it so far. I'm sure there's an announcement coming in the next day or so.
Seems pretty legit to me.
It does seem legit.
Officially, no comment yet, but certainly going to be, if Raheem Christmas does come, if his signing does come to fruition, it will be a very interesting pickup. Just a draft pick just a couple of years ago in the NBA.
King Christmas from Syracuse, spent all 4 years there as well. ACC first team, ACC defense in 2015 ACC player. Evans Jr. misses on that long shot. Shea Ely with Nate Jawai. Welcome back, Nate Jawai. He will pick up his first foul. Nate Jawai. It has been a long time between drinks for him in the NBL.
He comes out immediately physical. Locked in. Alex Pledger, nice position in there. Alex Pledger, probably one of the few guys in the competition who's got the girth to stick with Nate Jawai.
Sosa. That's good for Sosa. That's three. Sosa.
Nothing but triples. It's only the first quarter, but I believe he's getting a little caliente. And De Sosa lighting it up early. Get him the ball. Killing it from the baseline.
Smith, Ely on this hip, gets that floater to drop. Scoochie Smith giving some offense off the bench for Aaron Byrne in the tight hands.
He's really taking advantage of what the Breakers are giving him right now. What they're giving him is not a lot of resistance on his way to the hoop.
6 for Scoochie. Sosa lost the handle. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Wow, Ika Sosa just straight into Nate Jawai. And Edgar Sosa's not happy about it.
Yeah, if you're going to run into somebody, Nate Jawai is not the right guy to run into. Making the move, and stopped. I don't know. I don't know what he said. You can't get a foul there. He went full shoulder into his guts, but he took it.
Scoochie for 3. Foul called on Shea Ely.
Kirk Penny turned around and said, you got me. Pinged in that one. Pretty full house in here, but a very laid-back atmosphere.
It's that time of the year. Jawai has been out since October. Throws the ball to Penny. Shot clock is off. Breakers look to close this quarter out with a score 22-18. He's Ely with Jawai on him. Right with the timber, that'll do it. Ely, Sosa and Vicona. And it's McCarron, Jawai, Smith, higher. Evans Jr., 4 cans. Second quarter underway. Sosa up on higher. Peter goes down, trying to protect the on-ball, and that leaves Jawai free. Oh, look at Vicona just trying to save everything.
What an athletic play. Excellent help by Shea Ely coming over, putting his body on the line. Alex Pledger on the floor. Shea Ely just does enough. Vicona flies it. Take away a short 2 points.
Imagine for July that felt like a slight breeze. Shea Ely with that. On him, Scoochie Smith has it. Karen. Evans Jr. contested by Pledger. Tough shot.
Very confident Evans Jr. has been here early in the game, looking to get his offense going. 4 points for him there.
22-20. Lead is now 2 for the Breakers. There's Vicona. Jawai contested that shot. And that is the paint protection that Aaron Byrne really needs on the Jerry Evans Jr. Got some size of the bench now. Karen, right. Jawai in the post. 2 of the biggest men in the league going together. It's Jawai who ends up in an empty position. And set on the floor. Penny in transition.
Sosa wide open in the corner, but he's surveying the secret inside. My shot is best.
Breakers 5 for 8 from downtown. Jawai rolling, right hand, and 1. The big man scything through the lane.
And big Nate Jawai, you wonder what kind of minutes restriction he's going to be on after having not played for so long. Nana Egu already coming in. After this one, Jawai has had quite an aggressive couple of possessions looking for the basket. A little bit slow on that last transition, though, so a little bit of a break. Nice to see him back and having an effective game.
Certainly is. Nate Jawai is NBA experience, of course. He's also played in Europe as well at the highest level as he takes a seat. Nate Jawai. Bench on their feet, I should say. giving the high fives to Nate Jarway. They're happy to see him back.
Nothing like getting a big body like that back in the lineup for a stretch playoff push.
Ely, stripped by Scoochie Smith.
Scoochie Smith comes back and says, cookies, give me those.
Kenny picking off that pass. Ely, look away.
Highlight Shane Ely putting some mustard on that hot dog, and Thomas Abercrombie finished it off.
Batted away. Breakers ball. Sosa. Sosa with the runner off the glass. Pledger. Pledger's hit. Straight back up. And he's rewarded with the N1 call.
Alex Pledger makes that one up to 29-23. The Breakers lead by 6 at the moment. Alex Pledger taking this semi-demotion back to the bench squad pretty well. Has come out and brought some nice energy, a couple offensive rebounds as well.
That is a log jam though. 3 teams are leading in 6 coming into this round. Breakers trying to keep up with Melbourne and Perth.
12 and 6.
Points scored, separating those teams. Perth at the top, Melbourne second. We're on a tear at the moment. The defense especially has been superb. Penny gets a pack. Two shots coming up for Kirk Penny.
Just such a patient drive there on the fast break. Got that nice outlet off the rebound from Abercrombie, and then sees what's in front of him, gives a nice outlet, very patient, takes his time, doesn't force anything, but gets himself an earned trip to the free throw line and the opportunity to stretch out this lead beyond the 7 points that currently sits out. Breakers 30, Cairns Taipans 23 at the moment.
Here's a great stat I gleaned from the excellent previews you can find at nbl.com.au. When they lost their round 1 game against the Taipans here all the way back in October, the Taipans scored 67 of their 82 points inside the arc, whether it was from the foul line or on 2-point shots.
How about that?
How about that? But then, and the Breakers went and got the win, 73-70. A few leagues later, the Breakers held Aaron Thorne and the Taipans to just 49 points on 1s and 2s.
That's called coaching. Yes! Oh, Jerry Evans can't catch it.
Ball is sticking to his hands, a nice penetration from Weeks.
Nice move, did everything. Served it up to him with a platter, but Jerry Evans was not home.
Foul off the ball. Might be. Yeah.
Back 2.
Just trying to ascertain who that was called on, Case.
Yeah, not 100% positive. I think
It was a push in the back.
it might have been on the screen itself, possibly Loudon when he was trying to push that screener up out of the play. So
It was Cam
get in
Glidden.
there. Can't believe it. Well deduced. Go to timeout with the Breakers leading 32-23. 9-point lead.
There is Glidden coming up at the top there as he shoves Penny into Weeks, and that is a clear push.
Sure.
Breakers with the timeout and a 9-point lead. With 6:56 to go in the game, KC, and already
You've got to lock off that hip and just avoid contact, and then do your best to get back square. And again, if your man goes, you've got to be looking at run-ons.
Under 80, they're already on their way to 40 with 32 to go.
Yeah. Hey, right here, baseline out of bounds, man or zone. Kirky, Chief, Sos, Shay, and Tommy. Tommy, look at a cheeky one, just stepping back here, Kirk. All right, might have Tommy in the corner. Chief, you're getting catch. Out of here. All right, ball fake to the top. And I want Kirky against man or zone, just coming up a little handoff. All right, if you feel like you're free, let it go. Otherwise, you dribble out and get into either a 4 down, all right, or just go at thumbs. Just want a cheeky look at one of those.
Our D-trans is atrocious. They just get the ball and they just run it down our throat and get layups and threes. Come Come on.
Where you hear the D-trans mentioned by Aaron Fern, and the Breakers have had a lot of success in that transition basketball. Just taking advantage of what's in front of them. Not always off the turnover, quite often off of the made bucket. Really taking advantage of that change of turn.
Abercrombie. Long two for Tom Abercrombie.
Defensive transition, plays up out of bounds. The Thailands do not look prepared in certain facets of the game right now. And to come out of a timeout, knowing you're defending and leave a wide open shooter in the corner, it's just not going to be good enough for him.
It's Scoochie Smith. Major with a rebound, and the Breakers are doing a really good job, as per usual, limiting teams on the three-point line. And limiting shoot ball at 34% is Abercrombie over the top. Scoochie Smith with the box out. He gets the foul call.
Well, apparently,
Michael Aylen just telling everybody to calm down.
well, Thomas Abercrombie jumped straight up, reached out, got the ball, and Scoochie Smith backs him out of that. Tough call on Abercrombie. As you can see, Pollinari discussing it with Michael Aylen now. Wants a calmer discussion with Michael Aylen.
Tuck hands to 7 from behind now.
Steph making 13 threes against the Brisbane Bullets earlier this week, so I started to depend on that three-point shot as quite a weapon.
Bases. It's 4 games. Strikers do like limiting teams. They do a great job.
Hugo has that ball on laser-like accuracy on the passes right now. That was pinpoint.
Oh, that's a great backdoor cut that Jared Weeks can't get it to drop.
That kind of hat for the Taipans. Doing the right things, but unable to convert.
Kenny, Aaron Fern was a timeout. He's seen enough. The lead is blown out to 15. Not that you can tell by walking out of his face.
Focus. Well, there's been a few times recently that the Breakers have been up by 15, and that hasn't meant much. Had much say in the finish of the game.
I think that face said, this is how it should be.
Expectations. The Taipans closed that first quarter so well. The last 5 minutes of the first quarter is when the Taipans dominated. Here in the first 5 minutes of the second, the Breakers are back to domination. Will the Taipans be able to turn it back around and claw their way back into this game once again?
It has been a 16-5 second quarter.
My thing is, Alex is there and Peter just runs behind you. I don't know what else you want me to say to you. Comes off the on-ball and just dumps it and has a run. No one's in the low eye. The ball, I mean, someone should have been on the low eye and pledge and come across and take a charge every single day of the week. The ball hasn't come to the top. All right, it's just your ability to mentally concentrate right now. And you haven't done that right from the start. All right?
Let's go! Defend this line. On an island, everyone's on an island. Let's go! Let's go! Hey, don't separate.
The Breakers are doing a great job of taking the Taipans out of what they do really well. Plus, as well, with the Breakers leading 38-23, the Taipans have so many different defensive schemes for when the ball goes into the post. The Breakers, they haven't really utilised the post at all. No. Maybe that was the start that Rob Lowe, getting that at centre. He likes to step away from the post. He can stretch the floor, that is sure.
And certainly when you start Alex Pledger, you're trying to get him involved early to get him mentally activated into the basketball game. Not that same word with Rob Lowe, changing up. And that changing lineup has provided real dividends so far tonight.
Evans Jr. with a left hand! Finn Delaney was just posterized.
Challenge his mental preparation. He comes out, gives him the lefty, smash on his eye. Look at this. Gathers, nice dime by Scoochie Smith, and right up on you, Finn Delaney. Didn't see a lot of contact in the foul, but why not? Give him the N1 just for style. He's angry.
Vin Delaney is licking his lips and thinking, I want a little bit of revenge on that one. Evans Jr. makes good on the foul shot attempt. Penny, he was going to shoot that from yesterday. He was ready. He was already crouched on the curl.
Well, you could feel the separation he had from Weeks coming off that screen and chasing it down. Jared Weeks did his best to get back into it, but shoots right into Kirk Penny's form. This is twice the Breakers have been fouled on missed three-pointers this evening.
It is 38-26, 4:53 to go at Spark Arena. It is incredibly quiet in this gym right now. In fact, I think we might be the only ones talking.
Yeah, I think we are. Everybody else is very, very determined to watch this basketball game. They're just, don't stop talking. Shh. Okay. There you go. Everybody's worried about Kirk Penny shooting free throws up there. Applause. Kirk Penny got a chance to be the second 10-point scorer for the Breakers. He can make all 3 free throws. Sitting on 9 now after that one. He extends the lead to 14 points at 40 for the Breakers, 26 for the Taipans.
This is the third. The grind from the crowd was audible.
You saw Alex Loud rebound there. 87 points in his previous 4 games. 0 points so far tonight.
Evans Jr. Yeah, that's DJ Newville. He was setting up to take the charge and slid across as Evans Jr. read that play, and he will go to the line to shoot.
And Jerry Evans Jr. aggressive on back-to-back plays there, and DJ Newville kept on trying to slide out that charge a little bit further. Eventually it was a little bit too far.
Of course, the Taipans without Michael Carrera, who was promising Venezuelan import. And Ely is tripped up by Loughton, trying to defend that drive. And that's 2 fouls now on Alex Loughton with 4:22 to go in the game. The Breakers leading him by 12, 40-28.
Nice aggressiveness here by Shaley coming off the screen, seeing just a big there, puts the head down, a little bit of a knee bang and elbow bang. Shaley, all right, let's play rugby. Big Nate Jawa coming back in the game.
Breakers, next 10 games. This will be the 18th game of the 28-game schedule that all teams play. They have their next 10 games consisting of 4 against the Hawks, 3 against the Melbourne United, and then you've got a trip to Perth, a trip to Cairns, and a trip to Sydney.
Well, other than that Sydney game, all teams really trying to fight for that final spot. I think the biggest team that would be happy about that schedule lineup is the Illawarra Hawks. Really have a chance to control their own destiny if they can defeat the Breakers in those matchups. And vice versa, of course.
42-28, 4:07 to go. Long three's no good. Newville has it. From Delaney streaking, wants that dunk. Here's Penny posting up Weeks. Fall away. In and out.
Kirk Penny started that post up from like half court.
He did. There's McCarron. Breakers lead is 14. Weeks. Smith. It's Jawa in the post. On Vakona, who strips him. Nate Jawa with 6 on the shot clock gets the foul call.
Aggressive move, checks in off the game. First touch right at the basket. Had that size mismatch against Mika Vakona right into the post. And a quick move here, puts it on the floor right away. Mika Vakona clean with the strip, but called for a push with that offhand.
Delaney takes a seat, Alex Pledger.
Yeah.
in the game, matching size for size.
Yeah, you don't want to put Nick Bacona up in that Jawa matchup for too long. You got the big fella on the bench for times just like this. Match your big wood against the big wood.
Jawa weighing in the wood this meeting got 140 kilograms. Fletcher around about 120. Penny bangs that down. Lead now 15, 44, 29. 3:18 to go in the game.
Kurt Penny, really aggressive offensively. Looks like this 9-day layoff is doing his body wonders.
Weeks fall away in the key. Hey, no good. And it will be a foul on Bacona holding the arm of Jerry Evans Jr.
It's going to be his second foul. And the Taipans looking to go to the free throw line once again.
Ely sits down, as does Bacona. Newbell and Sosa. Joy Penny, Delaney, and Fletcher.
Both teams in the bonus, so everybody's going to free throw line on every foul from this point in.
One's out, perfect. One's out.
Penny, the key, blocked by McCarron.
Very disciplined, stays on his feet on the up fake, and is rewarded with a block shot.
Jawa. Jawa just throws it up. Sosa looking to turn the corner on Smith, and Smith will pick the foul up. Just his first, but 10 fouls in the bonus now. Breaker shooting as Ely onto the floor for Penny.
Yeah, a little too much contact. Looked like he thought he was going to zig when he zagged. Sosa came back with that and hasn't scored in quite some time since that last three-pointer he had in the first quarter. Hasn't actually taken a shot, so looking to get into double digits with these free throws here.
Touched all parts of the rim as that went down.
45-31 for the Breakers now.
Smile on that Jawa's face, he's happy to be back.
Always good to get a run around for the first time in a while. Nothing like competing.
Breakers holding against Topaz under 30% shooting in this first half. Coming up with 2 minutes to go. Jawa! Gets it blocked again. There comes from Delaney. Steps through. Taken away from him by Jerry Evans Jr.
What a block. A lot of contact there, but no call for Delaney's aggression, not rewarded.
Defense by Newbell. He comes into the lane. Off McCarron. Weeks in the corner. Jawa tracked it down. It's Ken's ball again. Jawa has it.
Another block. Oh.
But this time it's called for the foul. 2 out of 3 ain't bad for Alex Pledger.
Hey, Jawa being aggressive, but the length of Alex Pledger has been an excellent antithesis to the size and strength of Nate Jawad.
Breakers timeout. Pass fired in, and Jawa looked to get the hook going early, and Pledger read the play. Gets him on that one, and that one, it's called a foul.
The aggression the last few minutes has picked up quite a bit. Both teams finally look like they're ready to play, but the Taipans spotted the Breakers a 15-point lead up to this moment.
That's right, that's okay. Rotations, we got to do rotations. Man to man, we're on side. Sos, Finn here, Finn over the top, get it back. Shilly, left, stagger for DJ. Finn and Chief, left, and on this pitch back to Shea. Get it on the forward movement right here, and you'll just hide at the rim. You're coming up the stagger. All right, Finn, as soon as you're around, go with Shilly and put a lid on it. So's the Shay, you're just getting your stagger. Diversion play, the play we ran for you in Adelaide. You just come up stagger. You're just coming up stagger. All right, we good? All right, here we go.
Right now, you can smell the sweat in there. It's not pleasant.
46-31. Cairns in a hole. They're not finding their offense from their starters.
No, they certainly aren't. Only 13 points for the bench for the Taipans. But overall, much less from the starters.
Jawai at the line. Splits the tear. Delaney harassed. Sosa on the ball. Smith on him. Here's Ealing 4 assists already. Decides to shoot this time. It's Jawai with the board. 3 breakers with 11 points apiece in the first half. Abercrombie, Sosa, Penny. It's just Evans who has the ball with 11 double figures for the Taipans. Weeks has Pledge on him, wants to take advantage of it. 3 to shoot though. Weeks, double clutch is good. Jared Weeks, tough shot.
Well, very calm and collected on that possession. Took the 7-footer out with that backup dribble and just attacked him. Hung in the air long enough to negate his shot blocking ability and finish that layup.
Poked away and we lose the handle. Either way, Ely has it. 6 to shoot. 45 seconds to go in the half. He's fouled. Can't get it to drop. 2 shots coming up for Shea Ely. They're shooting a lot of free throws at the moment are the breakers.
Yeah, getting to the rim has been a bit of a problem for them on the road, but finding a lot more success. But you can't get to the free throw line if you're not driving more consistently, and the breakers normally so dependent on the 3-point shot that they let their penetration ability kind of go to the wayside. Not so this evening. They've been much more aggressive from the beginning, getting to the paint.
16th foul shot for the breakers, missed by Ely. Taking advantage of that by increasing the lead to 13, 47-24. Evans Jr. Off to Weeks. Oh, Sosa almost had a steal.
Read that quite well. 9 seconds left on the shot clock now, after which the breakers most likely will have the final possession of the half.
Weeks, Ely on him. Jerry Weeks taking over at the end of the half.
Probably need a bit of a stronger challenge there. Jared Weeks is very comfortable in his shooting motion. Shaylee had a hand there, but didn't really challenge the ball.
Here comes Pledger up high, 5 left in the half. Sosa off the front of the rim. Jerry Evans Jr., does he put it up? No, he doesn't.
Got to save that percentages.
And it's a frustrated Aaron Fern to end the half. His Cairns Taipans team down double digits, 47-37 after one half.
Exciting. They're excited again.
It's Luger. Foul line. Roll count drop for DJ Eagle. With the ball.
We're just going to see if the Taipans try and get Alex Loud involved a little bit more, particularly here in the second half.
9 points for Alex Mountain. That's the reason he started with the shot
see if we have an angle of that from here. It looked like it was pretty decent, but nice shutdown defense from the Breakers to begin the half. Came out and forced a 24-second shot clock violation right off the bat.
Out to low. Abercrombie. Cam Glennon called for the foul. Cam Glennon felt like that was over his back.
Very similar to the foul that Thomas Abercrombie got called for in the first half, where he felt that he went straight up and was during the blockout was walked into by the Taipan defender. And earlier in the game with Scoochie Smith, that time Glidden was looking for the same call.
Newell turning the corner. In the corner, Sosa.
Mismatch in the post. Thomas Abercrombie on. Mika Vacona reaches in on Alex Loudon, picks up his third foul of the game.
Aaron Fern mentioned it earlier in his interview with Kara Rickard that they're just lethargic. This Loughton can't get a bucket. Weeks tries to track it down. Good hustle, but it's not to be. Will be breaks ball.
Yeah, and it is a truism for this league that occasionally the schedule works against you. You do get tired. You get that second game of the road trip on a weekend.
This is game number 21.
Yeah, the legs just don't go, but you know it can't be an excuse because everybody else has to go through the same thing. So you got to find some kind of way to get some movement in that muscle one way or another.
Well, the stretch run has begun for Cairns. Cairns' defense comes to the floor here.
The Breakers coming out speedy offense, but ends up in a turnover.
And delay game warning as well.
Took that extra shot. The whistle's been blown.
Out of the handoff. Weeks gets free. Left it short. Loudon, it's just not working for Alex Loudon. Veteran of this league, can't corral the rebound. He remains scoreless.
There's still a lot of time left. Just needs to get a couple of decent looks to get himself back on the right side.
There's Mika Vacona. It's waved off as he's fouled before he got into the steps of the shot. And that was a crisp-looking set from the Breakers. Mika Vacona just looking for the handoff. Loves that moment when the defense shifts away from him towards the cutter. He takes advantage of it.
Interesting that shot didn't count. or sorry, it doesn't count in the action, but Breakers getting
Newell on the top of the net. Weeks with a left hand over Abercrombie. Wow.
Brilliant finish, and this Taipan squad has a little bit of pep in their step compared to the first half. Cut that lead down to 8 points. Breakers need to find something going offensively.
Incredibly tough shot from Jared Weeks, who picks up the foul. And it'll be foul number 2, but look at this finish.
Clever finish there. It looks like the ball just sucked right up into his hand off the dribble. And will avoid the outstretched defender and finish with the offhand.
Here's Sosa into the key. They collect the key to the Cairns Taipans. That still gets to go down.
Sosa puts his head down, bullies his way into the paint. And it's a nice jump shot to get the Breakers on the scoring shot inside here in the second half.
Nice give and go down Ashwood. There's the corner with a big ball. Breakers lead back to 10. Gets it back. Can't get no drop. That's the third foul of Jared Weeks.
Nice play there. Mika Vakona with that handoff and the quick roll. He was open for a couple of seconds, couldn't get it to him quite right away. The high pass comes through. Jared Weeks gets in there. Mika Vakona takes that contact. Sort of trying to finish, but mostly trying just to get fouled in that instance.
Smith and Jawai into the game.
And that's when it changed in the first quarter, when they got those two guys into the game, and suddenly Scoochie Smith was much more aggressive offensively. Of course, the highest scorer for the Taipans, still on the bench, Jerry Evans Jr., on 11 points, the only Taipan in double figures.
22 of the 39 points for the Taipans have come from the bench. Way of Smith ultimately. Kept him quiet. Jawai just met sandwich. Sosa with a look away.
Look at that pass. Sosa, he didn't want to look at it. Finds Rob Lowe, who picks up the easy finish.
Loughton, not even challenged on that shot. That can't drop. What a day for Alex Loughton at Spark Arena. Can he fire up the remainder of this game? Here's Newbill. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Working with low. Now
Coming off that high on ball, just finding that space. The Taipans are dropping quite low with their bigs, unable to contest that shot.
picked up by Newbill.
What a rebound. He was playing the high lane and still found a way to get back in that passing lane for the steal.
It's the corner with Loughton on him. On the baseline. Trying to find somebody, and he finds Cam Glidden. Oh, steals! Newbill, 2 steals in a row. Abercrombie with the ball. Abercrombie. Finger roll.
A lot of contact there, but a pretty finish by Thomas Abercrombie. Oh, and he gives it a little looky-loo for the 5. I think that was Thomas Abercrombie's 5 handshake of the year.
56-39. 7-point run from the Breakers. 2 steals from DJ Newbill. Powered that mini run. And we're almost halfway through this third quarter. Once again, it's a bit of a hole for Aaron Fern and the Cairns Taipans.
Well, they have another fight in them. Sounds like he might have turned off the mic.
Here are the Newbill steals.
Look at that outstretched hand, getting in that passing lane to get that one. Powers it down, and this one, man, he just saw it and took it with no contact. And Glidden didn't know what hit him. And look at that finger roll finish after the contact.
Abercrombie and Sosa have 13. They lead all scorers. Kenny with 11. Just one guy in double digits for the Taipans, and that's
Okay, here we go.
Evans Jr.
Stay jam right here. Stay jam.
Paul Henare stayed with the tie. Lucy and I decided we had an executive meeting pre-game. Decided to drop the tie.
That's what most meetings for coaches are before the game. Fashion wardrobes. Should I wear? Does this belt go with these shoes?
We did talk to Paul Henare pre-game.
It's true. It was supposed to be a joke, but it ended up being true. That's what it's funny.
Finn Delaney's out there on Jerry Evans Jr. Mitch McCarron surveying the options, Glidden up high. Jawai comes up for him. McCarron, wide left. Taipans are cold right now. Newbill, Scoochie Smith just barrels over him.
Well, aggression from the import backcourt of the Breakers has widened this lead just when the Taipans were within a sniff. Felt like they were starting to work their way back into the game. DJ Newbill and Edgar Sosa take over. DJ Newbill in particular on that defensive end has been so impressive. After a bit of a quiet first half,
DJ Newbill just has one look at the moment. A cool, calm customer on the court.
He keeps a straight face. He'd be good in poker.
You spent a bit of time with him over the festive period, Casey.
Oh, just a few of the boys.
Evans Jr. Smith into the lane. Evans Jr. tries his hand from deep, and that's one for Evans Jr. 14 now for him. He's the bright light on offense.
Gets the friendly roll. Looked off from where we were sitting, but somehow the hoop sucks it down, and that was a well-needed basket for the Taipans. Evans Jr. 14 points on the afternoon now.
Abercrombie. Long rebound. Evans Jr. feeling it with the left hand. This time is challenged by Pledger. A little bit of a head check there for Evans Jr.
Why not? Nobody else really wants to score for the Taipans right now.
It's true. Delaney in rhythm. Abercrombie over the top of Mitch McCarron. And here comes Kirk Penny and Shea Ely.
DJ Newbill gets a bit of a break along with Thomas Abercrombie walking over there. Edgar Sosa, he's had a pretty heavy minute load this evening. Been out there for the entire first quarter. Looks like he's gonna play this entire third.
McCarron. Met by Pledger. Hit by Pledger. And McCarron taking matters into his own hands, I should say. 3:18 to go on this third. McCarron on the drive will go to the line to shoot two.
Nice aggressive drive there, right into the big fella. Alex Pledger couldn't keep the hand straight up, and a bit of a confusion at the top of that all-ball screen, allowing McCarron to avoid the defense and find that open lane. Put me on a stat about Mitch McCarron earlier today. Give me that bit of trivia a little bit earlier. That Kansas Taipans leading rebounder. And I went through all the bigs, pretty much all the bigs. Everybody else that said there's no one left, you said no, it's Mitch McCarron.
I think you even went back to like Ron Dorsey.
I was going on.
Oh, you went back to
Does his rebound still count?
No. But yes, Mitch McCarron.
He's right back up for two.
58-44. Pledger, he picks up a foul.
That's going to be his fourth. Alex Pledger. Two quick fouls upon checking back into this ball game, and none of those were against Major Y. Be interesting to see if Polnari leaves him in there, but I think you got to get somebody else in. Got to get Rob Lowe probably back out on the court to deal with the big fella. As we see Rob Lowe check back in.
Here is Lowe.
Aggressive drive by Ken Britton right into the jaw of Alex Pledger. He's trying to say his hand was on top of the ball, but his body was out of position to make a proper defensive play there.
Well, those are the kind of fouls you want your bigs picking up. In the paint, challenging shots, like he did with Jawa. He got two blocks there. Picked up a foul there on that third attempt. And if Christmas is coming, then they get a bit of depth.
I get it.
You get it. It's the gag that won't go away.
I wonder how many times he's heard a ton on his name in his lifetime.
Yeah.
Oh, man, look at that after the block. Penny semi-tackle, but a clean block for Jerry Evans Jr.
Finds Jerry Evans Jr. Aaron Fern was praying for that one to drop, but they get another possession. Scoochie Smith with the bucket underneath.
And the Taipans, just when they looked they were dead down 17, already back to 10 points, and they can keep it at a 10-point deficit going into the fourth quarter. They're not in that poor position to try and come out with a W at the end of the game.
There's Delaney. Healy. Sosa. 6 to shoot. Jarl eyes on that mismatch. Here comes Sosa. Tipped away by Rob Hill. In between two tight hands. Healy with a fake. That's a lot. Scoochie Smith on him. Takes his legs away from him. The defense from the little man. His wings. Towards the end of this third quarter, getting into single digits. Weeks with a 3. Cuts the lead to 7.
Big shot. Not a lot of enthusiasm in the building right now. The Breakers look like they're about to run away with it. The Taipans fight back right in this ball game now.
Now it's Ely. Oh, Smith almost had a clean stroke.
Scoochie Smith, that time hand caught in the cookie jar. Perfect angle on it here. He reaches in. Pretty clean, bit of arm, bit of contact. It's always tough when you reach across someone's body though. If you're reaching with that left arm across, very difficult to get that done without enough contact for the ref to blow the whistle.
Ely tonight getting his points from the line. He's 0 for 3 from the floor. He's 4 of 5 from the foul line.
Guys.
59-51. Finn Delaney waiting for the condensation to be wiped up. And it's Ely with the second. In comes DJ Newbill for Edgar Sosa.
2 big free throws there for Shea Ely to try and stem this momentum flow that is really going the Taipans' way right now.
There's McCarron.
Solid defensive possession from the Breakers there. Ended up in the short shot, but the Taipans, should they be able to get a stop here, great position going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they're pretty cold, are the Taipans. They're 5 of 20 from the three-point line. 10 to shoot, Penny. Trying to get the separation, contact, but to no avail. So Cairns will have the last shot to end the third quarter. Here's Weeks. Karen checks the clock at the other end. Delaney pops out on him, looking for options. Smith in the corner, needs to get it up. And he's yelling shooter. That is a breakdown that has got Aaron Fern a little bit upset. In fact, most of what's gone on in this game has frustrated Aaron Fern. But to be fair,
Taipans pick up that defensive effort. Taipans able to hold the Breakers to 73 and 71 points in the 2 previous meetings. Can they do that again with a clamp down defensive effort here in the fourth to give themselves a chance to win?
Now Egwu bustles his way in, using that size advantage, gets the first bucket of the fourth quarter.
Nice high-low vision from Jerry Evans Jr. to make that entry pass and give Egwu the easy bucket.
25-point second quarter for the Breakers. Just 13 in that third quarter. Low with the catch. Tipped away by Nana Egwu.
The Breakers have left a few opportunities under the basket they want to. And those kind of buckets is what has enabled the Taipans to stay within touch.
Certainly have very much in this game. As Glennon gets free, beautiful basketball. The biggest lead that they've had as well for the Breakers has been 17. That's now down to 5.
And the Breakers need some urgency in their game, not playing with enough of it at the moment.
Ely with the left hand, looking up for Laurie. Oh, had the block. He also committed the foul. Lowe will go to the line to shoot 2.
Looked reasonably clean. Nice play by Shea Ely to just have enough on that pass to get it over the outstretched arm of the defense. Excellent vision, gets it up. And Agwu, yeah, a lot of contact on that one, a little bit of ball at the end. But Rob Lowe does good to catch in the air and try and finish without coming down, although he does miss the first free throw.
Cairns have never led on this game. Clinging on at the moment. They have slowed the Breakers down in the second half. Running hard. Tweaks. Got Healy up in the air, takes advantage of that. Newell with a big board in the key. DJ Newell looking up court, surveying his options. The bigs are out on him. It's Egwood. DJ easily into the key, just throws it up though, as he's met by defenders.
Taipan defense just collapsed the lane and took away any option to finish at the rim.
Foul called. Is that on Lowe? No, it's on Penny. That's foul number 2 on him. Mikavakona into the game. Finn Delaney takes a seat.
Taipan's trying to argue that was a shooting foul.
Argued it.
Unsuccessfully.
Willie McCarron to him down the ball. 4 on the perimeter for Cairns. Weeks, excuse me, higher, balls away. No, that's, oh, here we go.
But that's so much contact for 2 guys who just don't want to touch anyone. They both got both their hands up saying, we're not trying. Just completely locked up. Everybody hands up in the air. It wasn't me, it wasn't me. Well, somebody was locking up there. Great board by Evans, one armed, able to get it in. And these guys both get locked in. It's not me, it's not me. Whoa. It's tough to have the left arm up and using the other arm to try and do a hip toss by Jerry Evans Jr., but I appreciate the effort.
After all of that, Lowe picks up the foul. It's Cairns' ball. Kenny has taken a seat. There's a long pass to DJ Newell.
He has just read those passes so well from each side of the defense. Has been very valuable getting the Breakers extra positions in those instances.
There's a little chip drive. There's Abercrombie. It's a 3.
Oh, it's Abercrombie with timely wake up from his offensive slumber. 16 points after that big triple.
That leads to the scorers. Leads up to 9 now. Jared Weeks got the start over Scoochie Smith again. Evans Jr. 3 to shoot. To get a shot on this. Just got off in time.
Off the shot clock.
Off the shot clock, so Breakers ball. This is just the problem that Cairns seem to have. The ball ends up in the wrong guy's hand in the wrong spot with 4 to shoot. Oh, Mikavakona finds Newell. Seeing their 5-point deficit blow out to 12. And he's called timeout. Cairns back in a hole, 12 points. Now is the lead for the Breakers.
Well, they do all that work to get back into the ball game, cut it all the way down to 5, but back-to-back triples by the Breakers stretch it out to a 12-point lead. And with 7 minutes to play, the Taipans have one more big fight left in them. You heard Aaron Ford talk about how they were low on energy earlier.
Jerry's got Mika in the post here. What are you doing to come across? You're going to block it? It's one of the two, so you just got to stay home and trust that he can contest it well enough. You know what I'm saying? All right? All right. What are we playing? What are we playing out of? What are the 2 things I said we're playing out of? Head tap and Irish. We understand that. Head tap and Irish. Got it? You can be off the drag screen, you get into your iris.
Whoever's curling up, Robbie. All right, here we go. Hey, defense here, we're at 5, here we go.
There's the tray ball from Thomas Abercrombie off the nice screen, which McCarron fell down, and Mick Vacona looks like he's going to finish the lane, and you hear Coach Aaron Fern talking to Mitch McCarron, what are you doing, sagging into the paint, are you going to block that shot, you're in no man's land. Mick Vacona, last minute, finds the shooter out on the perimeter, and DJ Newbo, only 7 points this afternoon, but they have been a timely 7 in particular last trip.
But also DJ Newell, he's broken up passes, he's stolen the ball. Him and the hustle of Mick Vacona has been great. Evans Jr. finally finds another 3 after going cold. And he hit his first. Lead down to 9 for the Breakers.
He has been the offensive answer for the Taipans this afternoon. One of the few guys being able to score with any regularity.
14 points for him, make it 17. On that mate, Ailey into the key, and it's too strong. Vacona with the
Gotta get the shot off.
No, it didn't touch the rim. It went straight over the top of it off the backboard, and so shot clock violation. 6:18 to go in this game.
That was a difficult offensive rebound by Mick Vacona, but didn't realize that the shot from Shea really didn't hit the rim, so it gives possession right back to the Breakers, or to the Taipans.
Here's Weeks. Once again, just getting the ball up way too high. Glidden, desperation 3, fortuitously falls to Mitch McCarron.
Well, that play broke down early when Edwin got the ball high. He was supposed to go to the corner, never got there. That's why Aaron Fern was so upset about it.
Great hustle to save it. Here's Newville. Abercrombie now just crossing half court. It's Vacona looking for a cutter. To Abercrombie. 4-3.
Nice box out by Jared Weeks there to keep Rob Lowe out of that. Does not want the ball to break.
Glidden. Sure. It is raining bricks at the moment. Lowe's tied up. Glidden got back.
Breakers spending a lot of time complaining to officials instead of getting back into the ball game. Rob Lowe took that contact, but needs to hustle back in.
19 of 61 against Taipans. Struggling, that is for sure. Ball on the ground, on the floor.
And looks like Rob Lowe might have got away with a little bit of a kick on that one. Coming off that on ball, but Taipans still right there, won't go away.
No, they won't. 67-58. 31% from the floor. Now the Taipans, Breakers 41%. Breakers are 7 of 18 from 3. And against Taipans 6 of 26. 23%. And that is what's killing them. The inability to connect from deep. 2s and 1s. Talked about it in the first quarter. It's what's kept them in touch for parts of this game. Right now, DJ
Excellent defensive rotations by the Taipans and worked their tails off on that possession. Cares not for defense and nails the tray ball.
Newville now has 10. Weeks shakes his defender. Too strong. Still going cold up against Taipans. Sosa. Oh, that's beautiful. Randy Sosa knew the big man was rolling. Bounce pass, timeout.
Once again, stretched back out. 14-point lead now. Rob Lowe with the nice finish. Thought he was going to dunk, decided to lay it up, but Edgar Sosa with the dive to get it done.
3:50 to go in this game, 72-58 is the deficit that Cairns are staring at the moment. Brisbane Adelaide coming up next in about 22 minutes time. DJ Newell taking over when he needs to.
Instrumental in this game. He didn't have a lot of offense going in the first half, but has been everywhere defensively, really playing the passing lanes, harassing ball handlers, and here in the late goings of the opportunities, he's been good from deep. He's had some nice mid-range games as well. The last three-point shot that he hit right here off the pass from Sosa was a big one. Stretching that lead out with just 4 minutes to go. The Breakers in the driving seat.
Right, here we go.
Let's bring the boys home. Here at Spark Arena. First game of 2018.
Cairns Taipans, field goal percentage. Not ideal at the moment.
Is it nasty?
Well, 6 for 26 from the three-point line. Yeah. 19 for 62 overall. 30% for the game.
Hit me.
Which is the worst for any team up to the game this season. If they finish this low. They might still hit some buckets to get it.
That is tough. Tough to swallow if you're a Taipans fan. .338 to go. Alex Loughton's called for the foul. Scoreless. 4 games. He scored over 20 coming into this fixture. And Alex Loughton,
the donut,
has been ineffective on the offensive end.
Shut down.
Since the pick for weeks. Will this bucket come here?
No, it will not.
Eagle on the weak side picks up the rebound. Glidden for 3. That's good, Cam Glidden. We don't need Cam Glidden getting hot.
He's done it before in this building.
He certainly has.
He certainly has done it before.
It is something to behold, though. Lead is 11. Newell. Oh, with the right hand, no roll.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you would have made that, he would have been putting his hand up for the Ladbrokes player of the match.
He certainly will. Call has come through from the truck. Abercrombie has 16. He leads the Breakers in scoring. Jerry Evans Jr. Here's 17 is equal. That's good, and the Cairns Taipans just like that.
The door's not closed yet.
It certainly has not. Timeout call, Paul Henare and the Breakers.
Good timeout by Paulie to make sure that they're going to come out and execute on the all-important possession. If they can get a bucket here, stretch that out.
Obviously, first priority is winning this
very
game.
difficult possibilities
I just don't
for the
want us to
Taipans to
take
come
our
and
foot
finish
off the pedal right now. Stop on a screen, stop on a play, stop on a rebound. We need to stretch this thing out. The score, right till the buzzer goes off. Everyone okay? We need to stretch this thing out. On the next one, they already seen it, Hey, let's go with Shakes. Keep into that middle one ball again with DJ. Spacing the floor, Tommy and Sos. Right? Shakes keep. Mika, Robbie, starting the stagger here. Get over this side here, Mix. As soon as Sosa or Tommy goes back straight on the rim. Hard attack, we go shoot it all around. Alright? Good. Hey, good, Mix.
They will screen to that, and they will screen that, and they'll look for that weak side, all right?
Hey, stay in zone the whole time, no ice.
Stay Irish and head tap down that end.
Family, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
We got a lot of time, bro.
Hey, stop this.
Fourth quarter coming to a close, 2:46 to go. Breakers lead is 9. Tom Abercrombie, 16 points for him. Looking at his line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks, on 5 of 7 shooting. turnover from Newville. Weeks. Big block from McKona. Fourth team foul for the Breakers. And that will be shots though.
Excellent job by Weeks to come in and force his way in. Somehow, apparently he's not going to the free throw line. They're saying the foul was on the floor.
Oh, Aaron Fern.
So,
arms wide open.
Interesting call here, but instead of going to the free throw line, we've got possession on the baseline. Wow. Disappointing for the Breakers on the other end to come out of a timeout and execute with a turnover.
Mountain gets and goes. Karen, Glenda, Loughton.
Just cannot find the range.
Alex Loughton tonight, 0-7. Ouch. Just 2 rebounds as well. It's been a game to forget. Abercrombie. And the key at the top.
Trouble.
And he traveled.
Changes time football. It's one that quite often you can get away with, especially if there's a bit of a contact around the basketball. But here we see he comes to that jump stop.
He took a step, didn't he?
Took that extra step.
Kane still within touching distance. Down 9. Under 2 minutes to go. They're a patient team. They like it low and slow. They use all of the shot clock, but they're going to have to get points up in a hurry. Glidden can do it though. Cam Glidden for 3.
Big shot, down to 6. Here we go. Cam Glidden saying, you took that all that Ladbroke player of the match stuff, it's a bit early. Don't forget about the Orange Army over here.
15 for Glidden. Lead now is 6. Glidden's right up. On Newville. Newville into Loughton. Fouls him as well. Newville. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Big free throws coming up for him. Right now, still a 2-possession ball game. If he can nail these both, stretch that lead out to 8. It's going to take perfection from this moment on for the Taipans to get back into the lead.
It's a coin toss between him and Abercrombie if they get the win for the Ladbrokes. Ladbrokes player of the game.
They've been stat stuffers, the two of them. Really contributing in all facets of the game, in particular defensively. Big free throw there.
Could be Jerry Evans Jr. 17 and 9 boards for him. Off the bench as well, which has been crucial for Cairns. 30 on their 66 points on the bench. Here comes Weeks. The lead is up to 8. 2 big foul shots converted by DJ Newville. Here's Mitch McCarron. Abercrombie on hand. Great defense from Tom Abercrombie.
Once again, that's something that doesn't show up in the stat sheet. That kind of defensive pressure on the ball, forcing the solid ball handler to just dribble it out of bounds, trying to do too much. That length and athleticism that Thomas Abercrombie has is so valuable.
And you say that he's the Ladbrokes player of the game.
I'll just make him twitches.
Sosa for 3. Ices the game. 77-66.
With his 4th triple of the game.
64 seconds to go. Under a minute now. McCarron, Glidden. They need to get shots up in a hurry. Newville's all over him. It's Loughton. Oh, it's not a day to remember for Alex Loughton, but it's McCarron with the left hand. No whistle on the basket. Weeks in the corner.
Still going.
Timeout, Paul Henahey. Frantic. 30 seconds there.
What hustle. Just so much respect for the Taipans unit. Never any quit in them.
Jared Weeks, 15 points for him. Matching Glidden. Some big bombs dropping. Breakers lead is 8 though. That's Sosa 3. Crucial.
Edgar Sosa hasn't been enough player in the game chat, but he was big early, big late. 4 triples on the day, 16 points. has been fantastic distributing the ball as well. He's done an excellent job of finding his teammates at different times, playing in those passing lanes, trying to get those steals, dropping dimes like that one right there, the no-look for Rob Lowe. Instrumental in this victory for the Breakers. But it looks like it's coming with only 38 seconds to play and up 8, but he's not the player of the game. Who's the Ladbrokes player of the game, Moles? I think the Breakers called the timeout just to chat about it.
Well, it's a toss-up between Abercrombie and Newville. The Breakers hold on here. 8-point lead, 38 seconds to go. Crazier things have happened. Tracy McGrady, Houston Rockets, he's not walking through that door with 13 points.
That's true, he's not walking through.
So it has to be Tom Abercrombie. His plus-minus is the difference over DJ Newville, who had 3 big steals, but Abercrombie has had 3 blocks. He's been efficient, 5 of 7 from the floor. In 23 minutes, he's had 16 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, and those 3 blocks. Here is Rob Lowe to get the game back underway. Ely is fouled.
Wanted to pass that one. Jalen takes the foul, goes to the line, but certainly wanted to get that out of his hands a little bit earlier, make them chase that foul down. Taipans are going to try and foul right away.
Not in the bonus on that one, so Breakers again.
Yeah, need another one to get that there.
And Engel out of the 2 tallest men, blocking low on that inbounds, finds teammate, and it's Sosa. No fouls yet, and there it is. McCarron gets Newville.
So if they wanted to foul DJ Newville, not sure what he shoot on the lane on the year, but he did just hit a couple just a few moments ago. I think it's time. Is it time to call the player of the match?
I already did. I just did that. Still not in the bonus. Are the Taipans?
Have I seen it on screen yet? The Thomas Abercrombie, Ladbrokes player of the game?
Thomas Abercrombie, Ladbrokes player of the game. He's walking towards the bench. Tom Abercrombie, the Ladbrokes player of the game, Casey Frank.
Put that one on. I was fighting the DJ Newville fight, but I can't fight with Thomas Abercrombie in the defensive effort that he's put out today.
You make me call it, and then you disagree with it.
But you didn't even call it.
I did. You said, who's it going to be? Anyway.
Who's shooting these free throws?
Ika Sosa is stepping up to the foul line to shoot 2 free throws.
All right. About to give himself 17 and 18 points if he can hit them. But he cannot. Still looking for 17 though.
Still looking for 17, yeah. Edgar Sosa hot in the first quarter. They came out strong out of the gates to the Breakers.
Game not over yet.
Weeks Mountain. He's been shooting all game. And Lowe's foul.
Didn't want that foul. Taipans did not want that foul because at this point, looking at count back. Rob Lowe's just going to add some free throws to this one. If he can hit any. Now fouls out.
Egwu is done. 4 points for him. From Nene Egwu. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block. And Alex Loughton 0 for 8. And 7 of those have been beyond the arc. Just 2 rebounds and 1 assist. It's going to be a tough pill to swallow for the Cairns Taipans. Talked about it earlier. They played more games than anyone else in the NBL. They're 9 and 11. Dropping to 9 and 12 after this loss to the Breakers.
And not a bad effort by them tonight, but an inconsistent one. Really struggled starting the game, starting the third quarter, allowing the Breakers to get up to huge leads. And had to use that so much
You talk about it as well, how well the Breakers have been at 3-point line. Making kids shot clock with the big man up high, and contested shots weren't dropping.
Look at the corner on that foul. He's just found out of the ball game. So 3 guys sent to the showers at the social back here. We talk about defending that 3-point line. The Breakers held the Taipans to 9 for 32 shooting from behind the 3-point arc today. 32% overall, so the Taipans were able to inch that up from that 30%. But what a defensive effort for the Breakers to really keep those shooting percentages down low.
Still can't crack 7-8. He's got one more shot of Jared Weeks for the Cairns Taipans. Last 2 road games for this team. Taipans, they've scored 94 and 102.